We might already have $1 million, but what we don't have is a large nuclear bomb. And that's, I don't know, kind of something I would like to find today. But that's not to say we can't still find a lot of other valuables along the way. And it's been a little while since I played, so I don't really remember where everything is hiding. So for now, I'm just gonna enjoy mining all those valuable gems and ore. And I know that the rubies and diamonds aren't super valuable anymore, but they sure are fun to mine. These are more of what I'm looking for. Amazonite, and maybe places like this where we get lots of little bombs that are just free for us to take. And we're obviously pretty close to the bottom because there's a lot of magma everywhere, but also a lot of valuables, so as long as I'm paying attention, we're gonna get pretty rich pretty easily. And given that I just filled my cargo hold, we're maybe gonna buy a bigger one of those. This lazy initial load of stuff is gonna take us from 1.4 million up to 1.6 million, so not overly valuable, but I was just kind of enjoying myself. I think something that would be very much a help to me right now is the fuel converter. For $500,000 converts any ironium collected into fuel. Well, I kind of like not running out of fuel, and there's probably a lot of iron around. Okay, the stuff that looks like coals is ironium. Anyways, we're looking for the good stuff now. I'm gonna accept nothing less than diamonds, and probably not even those. I thought I had a bomb highlighted. I accidentally teleported myself back to the surface. It is pretty tempting just to dive into that whole thing just because it's a bunch of diamonds, but I'm going to not do that. This is more the area I want to be in because look at all that Amazonite. And that is one of what I'm looking for down below. So I'm not sure if I can get away with this yet, but if I mix explodium with that thing, I might be able to get something that I very much want. And I also don't really remember the range of these bombs, so hopefully we don't destroy anything too valuable while we're doing this. Okay, perfect. That turned into magma. Then I just need to take one of these bombs, drill through that magma, and then into the Unobtanium. And a fine acquisition. Okay, we apparently still don't have what we need to be able to build the nuclear bomb, but we'll get there. I'm just going to keep mining and building wealth until we need it. I think we need a higher smelter level, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to keep building up towards that while mining a bunch of very valuable stuff. That's the kind of place we want to be. Look at all that stuff. Just kind of got to figure out how we would even get in there. And I think that's probably with some kind of bombs. Maybe the next bomb's over because I haven't used these in a while. Yep, that will start bringing me up the ladder, but still not yet get me close enough. Therefore, I conclude it's a series of bombs I need because I can't think of any other way to do it. But I think this would actually get me all the way up to the top should I follow it to the top, and I just got a lightning stone. I'm not even sure if it's necessarily worth the effort to work my way all the way up there, because by the time I get up there I'll have gone through so many bombs. But now I'm also kind of committed to doing that because I really want to. So I'm going to remember where this is but keep working my way down because I'm going to need money to buy those bombs. For now, I can see if I can survive my way down to that one, which I probably can't, but at least we have it set up for next time because I don't think those things are going to blow up. I spent so much time screwing around trying to get into that place that I didn't actually end up mining a lot, but what I did was worth a fortune. Well, there's a couple $100,000 for a few items, so I'm not going to complain with that. There's not a ton of stock left for bombs, but I can buy some T-bombs, which I don't really need, but shaft bombs are definitely valuable to me, so I'm going to buy some of those for sure, and even a few more electron bombs. I just spent $100,000 on those. That's fine. And I painstakingly made my way back down to here, so the first thing I'm going to do is remove a few things while I crash the game. I think at this point what I somehow need to do is level up my smelter again because it's only level 5 and I think I need level 6. And it's also become abundantly clear to me that despite the fact that I have $1.2 million, I'm gonna need a lot more. And one of the best ways I'm gonna have to make money is to mine one of these, electronium, and then Amazonite, and that's gonna give me a lightning stone, the second most valuable thing I can mine, with the most valuable being the lightning stone combined with that Unobtanium. Unfortunately, I can't drill to it right now to display that, but I'll hopefully find one that I can get to, which clearly is going to be easier said than done, but I think I can do it. I might have to do some things along the way that are a little bit wasteful, but wasteful is kind of also my thing, so we're going to destroy that and also that. Then I've got to melt this and then drill into it, but I'm not entirely sure if drilling through that melty thing just undid the combo I already have on me, so I'm going to make a new one. So all I need now is one of these, which is electronium, again with the Amazonium, to make the lightning stone, combined properly with that, unless my smelter still isn't up to the task of that. So, long story short, I really need a better smelter. Pretty sure I'm getting pretty close to the bottom though. And when you're down this deep, you're gonna need a lot of bombs to be able to get anywhere at all, or you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of health. I was running out of space, so I had to come back to the surface, so what I'm gonna do now is spend a whole bunch of money on bombs to get me all the way down. I've bought 33 shaft bombs for $330,000, plus 2 repair kits because obviously. Okay, our elevation can't decide on what height we're at, so that means we're getting close, so I'm gonna use these shaft bombs to go way far far down. And it really is just as much fun as it looks to navigate through this mess just to try and make it to the bottom for something that I hope is going to work. I think we found it. But I also think we need another 2 Unobtanium before it's going to let us go any deeper. But at least we got a route to the bottom, and there was lots of valuables to find along the way. And I really got to start remembering that basic explodium combined with basic gold gets me a bomb that I really am in short supply of these days. Thanks to a few more of these big bombs, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get up into there. It might definitely take a few of these bombs, but I do have a few. And we're that much closer. Then it's just a few of my well-placed shaft bombs, and I get 3 of those in a row. Lucky for me, I only need 2 for now, so we're actually going to save the 3rd one for later because we're going to use it to make a bigger bomb. Okay, so those things are now unlocked. So we're going to fuel ourselves up and once again head for the bottom to see what we can do. We're back on the bottom. My barrier is gone. Unfortunately, I'm out of fuel, so we've got to do the whole trip again. Should have made a little bit of money on my way down. I wasn't focused on value, but I was focused on getting down. Well, since we have such a simple opportunity, let's see if we've unlocked the level 6 smelter already. Nope, but we did find some Unobtanium, and believe me, I wouldn't have picked it up if there wasn't much of that stuff left to find, but when you're down this deep, you tend to see it basically everywhere. So then if my information is correct, as soon as we hit the lowest tile here, we should get what we want. I accidentally went too deep and now we're in the boss fight. Can I leave instead? This is not what I wanted to do. Okay, I want bombs, not the boss fights, but one thing I am also going to do is work my way back up to find what other upgrades we might have missed along the way, because those are also going to help me. One thing I am going to buy that's going to help save me some definite damage is the radiator. Reduce magma damage by 50%. That costs $500,000, but I want it. Another one that would be really cool if I could afford it right now are air bombs for $6 million. Detonating bombs midair would allow me to get pretty much anywhere I want to go. And we're back to the surface for the first time in a long time. And then from the surface, we're gonna go up because there's supposed to be a secret shop somewhere here, just like this, that we can actually use. I see you gotta climb up on top and move to the right? I was hoping it would have some cooler options, but it does have a metal drill for $25 million, drills through metal plates. Would love that if I could afford it, but I don't have $25 million. It does, however, have all sorts of bombs that I kind of want all of. I don't know how many I'm going to buy. I'm just going to buy a lot for now because 50 of those should work. Oh, we can buy nukes here. I don't currently have that kind of money, so we're going to go make our own. Kind of ironically, I had that much money till I spent it on smaller bombs. So now it's a matter of going from about 4,000 feet up to 10,000 feet down. All the way back down to the bottom, and that's always a fun journey. So now we got to go through all this magma. I could drill through it for half damage, but instead I'm mostly going to use the shaft bombs, hopefully not bombing into anything too valuable along the way. But here's the bottom, and I can pretty cleanly dive into these without any issues. There's Unobtanium, which I hopefully now can mix with the bomb to create a nuke, and that still doesn't work for me. I really don't know why my smelter isn't level 6 now. As far as I can tell, it should be. I do have some very faint inkling that I was supposed to talk to that guy and he was going to tell me how to do it, but I skipped over the conversation like I always do. I don't really know. Luckily, I have a backup plan. And that's just to make myself stupidly rich. I can always buy nukes. I just gotta be careful not to blow up any of these. 1 Unobtanium, 2 Unobtanium, 3 Unobtanium. That gave me an extra $20,000 bonus. And then all these bombs I bought along the way, well, they're gonna help me get to where I'm going. Didn't mean to do that. There's 4 Unobtanium. I figure if I chain them all together, I'm gonna get a huge bonus out of it. Even if it's not huge, the Unobtanium by itself is worth a lot. There's a colossal chain, there's another colossal chain. Then we repair ourselves a little bit, and then we get to mine some more of them. Plus 8, plus 9. Plus 10, there's an extra $50,000 for that, and we're not done yet. Now we're going to build a T-bomb to go up here to grab this one. Then we're just going to plow through this. And apparently all the way over there, because we're being lazy, there's a chain of 13. There's a chain of 14, an interplanetary chain, and there's a solar chain of 15. I wonder how high these go. Solar chain, there's an extra $65,000. Then if we set the T-bomb off there, we get the last 2. There's a chain of 19. My cargo hold is going to be pretty valuable right now. And I've still got a few minutes to go to grab some of this stuff. There's still lots of Amazonite around. I unfortunately have run out of fuel again, but I think we're going to have made some money this time. We're going to go from 1,070,000, and we got 2 million alone for that Unobtanium. So we're up to $3.2 million. So I'm going to return down to the bottom and mine a whole bunch more valuables, basically whatever I can get my little hands on. I bet I could get a pretty good streak of Amazonite going. Our streak already is up to 12, and we get a $10,000 bonus for 1. Fuel is getting low. I've got a streak up to 16 right now, so it's still going pretty well, but I thought I could do a little bit better. Didn't mean to blow those up, but here's number 17 and 18. There's 19, and we're out of fuel. I was hoping to get to 20. I'm not actually sure what that's going to be worth. That was only $380,000, which isn't a lot comparatively. Luckily, I know a guy in the sky that for some reason sells nuclear bombs. And luckily, luckily for us, I can afford 7 of them. Not sure what we're going to do with 7 nuclear bombs, but it doesn't matter because we've got 7 nuclear bombs. So naturally, the first thing we need to test is exactly how big of a space they explode. We're going to set one off right here. Ooh, I like that. That's bigger than the entire screen. Okay, this is going to be fun. I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't think it was going to be that big. But does it blow up all of the valuables? It sure does. And then what about these things? It doesn't blow up those because of course not. Those are the most annoying things in existence. Since we've got 4 left, let's detonate 4 of these. We see exactly how far down 4 of these would conceivably get us. Say we blew another one up. Somewhere down here. Probably about here. Does that sound about right to you? Because then we should be able to drop all the way down. It's like building a superhighway without actually having to drill. This is great. Then for things like these regular old rocks, we can actually blow a few of these up just to get ourselves down a little bit further. And then we can detonate a nuke again. How many we got 2 left. I really wish I found these earlier and was able to make them easier because these would have cleared out a lot of space. I waste too much time on games like this just traveling up and down. And the final nuke in my possession. But, oh, I missed a spot. Pretty close though. I cleared out a lot of room with that and probably blew up like $1 million in value, but nuclear bombs are fun. I wonder how many it would take to clear out the entire map.